Compaq 6910P from someone I know, and it kept shutting off randomly. This was an issue they even pointed out to me. By now on the Windows setup for XP, it actually would have shut off by now. What I did is I removed the keyboard, and I looked at the fan, which right now is spinning. But when I first booted it up, even after I changed the always on fan to always on in the BIOS, it still wouldn't boot up. So I went ahead and I took my trusty multimeter and I tested the fan header, and it was outputting 5.06 volts. A little slightly over 5 volts, but that's normal. As you can see, Windows XP setup is going swimmingly now. It would have shut off by now, and yeah, it didn't find any hard disks. I just wanted to see if it would boot. Because, no, you can hear the fan spin up now. Because by now it would have shut off. So I tested the fan header, 5.06 volts, as expected. So I ended up looking at the fan, and I noticed something. When it first starts up, it would move a little bit, like shift, and then stop. Turns out, something has been lodged in the fan for a while. And I didn't know that until I gave her a little spray with some compressed air. I found something launched out of the side vent, and it was a piece of a leaf. A piece of a leaf got into the fan and stopped the fan from spinning. And now it works just fine. Before this thermal pipe here, the heat pipe, and even the heat sink, it would get up to its T-case, or the max temperature, T-case, TDP, max temperature, whatever, and shut off. It's a T7800, so it's not a super powerful CPU anyway. And then it would just shut off. I would usually, when I was testing it, I stopped it when my multimeter in its temperature mode hit about 85 degrees Celsius. Well, now it doesn't do that anymore, and now to see how hot it is. So I've got my trusty handy-dandy multimeter here. As you can see, it's reading 24 degrees Celsius. If we just... It is significantly colder than what it went to before. Prior, this would have been about 80 by now, before I would have shut it off. But yeah, remember to always dust your computers regularly and check your fans. That way this sort of issue doesn't happen to you.